In this video, I will be talking about the website Google Forms, which is just another addition to Google, such as Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides. They're all within the same family. In this one, though, you are able to create quizzes or tickets or bell ringers or whatever your sort, and you are able to send them to your students or anyone really. This also can be used in other settings than just a classroom. This can be used in work or to get feedback from other teachers about things that you could be doing better that you can help with in school. There's lots of different ways to use this. So we're going to go in and we're going to create a blank question form. So one of the nice things about Google Forms is that you have the option for more than just multiple choice. You can create short answer, paragraph, check boxes if you want to have students select multiple options or anything, or drop down so you already give them options and they just choose from there. And then you can also upload pictures, and then you can change the layout if you want. So you can have kids label things from 1 to 5 of how you think things work. You can have rows, columns, or you can even do like a little checkered grid box. It's all the same. Add time, date, of all things. Date and time would be more used between teachers, I feel like, not necessarily just on the student's part. So for this, we're going to go ahead and create a multiple choice option. And you can add more options, or you can also add another feature of just having the option for kids to add their own options. So if they think something is different than the 2 options you've already put, they can write in their own question, which I think is really nice. You can also add a YouTube video, so if you want them to watch a video for homework, so you send this out, you have with an attached video, they watch the homework, and then there's a couple response questions. I think that's really nice. You can also add images, other text, and you can add more than one question. You can have unlimited questions. Another nice thing is this right here, the required field. So if you turn this on, when you get out of it, there becomes a little asterisk marks next to it, which you can see is not on the other question. This means before a student submits their assignment, they have to make sure that this question is answered. If this question is not answered, it will not let them turn in the form, which is a really nice way to make sure students don't forget to do things. If in case they're jumping around between questions, it ensures that each student will get all the questions answered if you have them all turned on for a required field, which you don't necessarily have to do though. Another nice thing up in settings is just this general thing. So you can, since we're on Knox's page, this will only let me submit it or have people answer it who are from Knox College or others. But you can also change that, and it requires you to sign in. So you have to say that, choose your Knox email. And then you also have the options to see their summary charts and their text responses, which I think it's really nice for students to be able to see their responses after they've already submitted it, just in case they want to reference it for later or something, or even edit after they submit it. You can also for presentation, you can show the progress bar, have questions shuffled, so this way if you are doing it as a quiz, not all students are going to get the exact same order, so it's going to be a little bit harder for students to cheat off of each other. And then you can also have the link to submit another response. So if it is a quiz and students do miss something, they have the opportunity to redo it to get a higher score. And then you can also create your own message. This is one that is normally just provided if your response has been recorded, but you can click to say, I have received this, or really make it however you want it to be, which I think is nice because you can make it a little bit more personal. And then for quizzes, you have to say, make this a quiz, which then allows you to assign points to each question, and then will automatically grade it for you at the end because it'll show the students or it can show the students the missed questions, the correct answers, and the point values, but you don't have to have them see that. That can be all up to you. I think it's really great though if you can see the missed questions. This way you know what you got wrong and you know what you need to learn better. But if you're going to have, back in the presentation, if you're going to have them submit another response, I personally think you should not have them show the correct answer, because you don't want them to automatically know which one's right. You want them to be able to go back through their notes or whatever, the readings, to be able to get a better response. So we're going to save our changes, and then we're going to have a student, we're going to go look at another form that already has a response to it, and we'll see how that looks. So this is a bell ringer that I would maybe ask for my class for just like a fun little beginning activity if we're going to talk about like Thanksgiving, or not Thanksgiving, but if we're going to talk about like good life goals, like what's a good quality to have as people. So this would be think, pair, share, round robin, anything really. And it says, what do you think are good qualities to have as an individual? And then what does your partner think are good qualities to have as an individual? So I had them write down their response and then ask someone else and record their response. So as you can see up here, we just have one response from a student. And it says they think good qualities include nice, polite, well-mannered, and their partner thinks respectful and thoughtful, which are all good qualities. And that's a summary, but then you can see like exactly what was there, and notice how both are required, so this way they would not forget to respond to it. And then it says responses cannot be edited. The only drawback at the moment is that it does not say who this is from, but that might be over in settings when I originally made it. So it all just depends really on how you do it, because I believe when you go, you want to collect email addresses, so, because that will allow you to see who they're from. Yeah, so you want to know who they're from, otherwise you're not going to know which student got which points, and that can really be a downside in the end, because you're going to have all these responses but not have any students, or not be able to tally which students got which points. So that's about all for Google Forms, and it's just really nice because you can have it under any Google account, and it's automatically there in your Google Drive, and you open that and you have access to all the other Google sites as well. And there's lots of different forms. This is like an exit ticket example of what it would look like, which I think is a good feature. And then if you want to do a little assessment in the middle of class or at the end of class, really whenever, of just what you want it to be. So yeah, that was Google Forms. Thanks for watching.